Hello and welcome to episode 21 of the Get Real Gaming Podcast. It's the show where we get real, talking about all the latest video game news and releases. I'm Richard, and with me, as always, is my Apex Legend hero of choice, Lawrence.
Yes,
how are you doing today?
It's not easy when you've got to think up on the spot, is it?
It's not, but Apex Legends did come out on the Switch today as of recording, which is why I brought it up. But yes, I did immediately start talking and then realise I had nothing to say and I had to come up with it on the spot.
Yeah, we're winging this today. There's no outline or anything.
How are you doing today, Lawrence?
I'm blind, but I'm all right.
What's going on? What's happened?
My glasses are snapped.
You've snapped your glasses?
Glasses snap. They've been
right in the middle.
Thanos'd.
Why don't you just tape them up like Harry Potter and be done with it?
Well,
You
just you wait till tonight and you'll see. For D&D, before anyone gets any ideas.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we're not quite allowed to see each other yet.
No.
Soon, though, we'll be able to be outside for a picnic. Will you come out for a picnic?
I suppose.
Get you out of the house?
It depends what you're bringing.
We'll play some sandwiches. I guess I'll bring you. You know what I can do? I'll do like a pizza toasty thing that's like bread, but then you do like a pepperoni, tomato paste, and some cheese.
Why are we not doing a Get Real Foods where you can listen along to us cooking or talking about food and cooking and stuff like that?
Well, it'll come later on. It'll come later down the line. Yes. Lawrence, what have you been playing this week? What have you been having a go on?
Nothing. I'm blind.
Right, moving on. So I've played this week. I mean, you genuinely haven't played anything.
Well, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy, but it's very difficult to kind of see all the buttons when you've got your face planted up against the bloody screen. Just like, I can't do my rotation.
I suppose it's a bit of a moment a realization moment when you can be like how much muscle memory you actually have in a game, maybe like how much of the game do you actually play presently, and how much do you just play with muscle memory?
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
What do you think about that? How much of the game do you think you play in the moment?
I mean, I know my rotation off by heart, so
well, that tells you a lot, doesn't it?
And then I know my second class's rotation off by heart.
Okay,
and my third one.
So
it's getting the procs though. It's getting the right procs at the right time.
Do you think sometimes you just blink and an hour's gone, and you're like, "How did that happen?"
Blink, I blink and a bloody year's gone.
Yeah, that's our year has.
I was at opticians, this afternoon, and a very nice optician lady were like, "So you last had your eye test 3 years ago?" And I was like, "Jesus, I've lost a year somewhere." Bloody hell, I remember that 2 years ago.
Wow. I bet you're owed new things at this point, aren't you?
Yeah.
New actual, not just a frame now, but you'll need new actual lenses.
Yeah, it's different lenses now. So.
Did they do the test where they like go, which one's better, A or B?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And did you have a moment that's like, oh my God, that is so clear?
Yeah. The exact.
You're like, what?
That was my exact reaction.
Glasses have I been? What glasses have you missold me 3 years ago that are rubbish?
And they're like,
they're rubbish glasses.
I've upgraded to 4K. What's gone on here?
Very good.
Anyway,
that's how I feel sometimes. I'm gonna be not much, honestly. I think I've enjoyed smashing COD as always because the grind for Dark Aether camo is real. I've been focusing on that, and I have finished LMGs and shotguns this week. So we're now moving on to finishing up submachine guns, I think. But I have been playing Hearthstone because we were watching the CDL League, and the advertisements for Hearthstone got me thinking, oh, you know what? I might download it on my phone and give it a go. So I've been playing it on my phone. I didn't download it on my PC or anything. Mm-hmm. It's all right. It's a completely different game to Magic, which is now the card game I play the most, I would say. So the mechanics are very different. But I was enjoying just the casual Hearthstone a bit. It's fun. And then I played Bloons TD6. If you've ever played a Bloons game,
Not in a long
played that on my phone.
time.
No, it's good. Tower defense game. As far as tower defense games go, it's pretty solid, and it's co-op. It's got co-op in it, so me and my girlfriend were playing co-op, just kind of while we were hanging out. So it's good fun.
Very, very good. Speaking of Call of Duty, we watched the COD League, didn't we?
We did. Major
For
One
the
finals
first
have
time.
happened now. Yes, and I think it was Atlanta FaZe that won.
I think so.
So they won Major One, the first
Didn't
major.
like Optic just completely crash out because of the...
Yeah, they had a game.
Yeah.
They had 2 games back to back, and I thought that was a bit unfair. The second series that they played, they were really sloppy, and they literally, I don't think they had a break. So they went from playing one entire series against one team to playing another series straight away against another team. And you can play like 15 to 20 games of Call of Duty per, entire series or match off or whatever. Versus, I don't know the different names of the different ones. The series, rounds, games.
Probably games.
But you can play quite a lot of Call of Duty against one team before before one team moves on to the next. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they struggled.
Because, especially in that kind of arena, you got to think that the mental focus and fatigue you get from just playing one whole set of game is intense.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of Call of Duty, and it was fun to watch. I do have a little bit of appreciation for the game modes a bit more now than I used to.
Yeah.
I used to hate Control, but now I kind of think, I understand a bit.
I actually might switch to controller just to kind of mimic their movements a little bit.
Yeah, you do get a lot of nice little aim assist bonuses on controller. And they are playing on a PC, but with controllers. That's how you have to play in the CDL League.
Yeah.
So, it was a lot.
They have been saying that they might switch to mouse and keyboard just because it's like, apparently,
I don't
better.
think people play how they want to play, I suppose, but I don't think any of these teams would be able to swap like that. These players have been playing Call of Duty, some of these players, for years on controller. They never play on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
But I can tell you the standings now. I've got them up. It was Atlanta FaZe won the Major One, $200,000 first place. Dallas Empire won second, $120,000 prize. The New York Subliners, those are the guys that beat Optic. They came third.
Oh, they came third.
They got 80,000. Yeah, and Optic Chicago then came fourth, and they still took away $40,000. So
That's not too bad, is it? Not bad
too bad
for a good weekend. We should start our own COD League team.
Should we?
Yeah, I think we'd be good enough.
Get Real League.
Get real Gremlins.
League.
Come on.
Get Real Grem. Oh, sorry, you're right.
Jeez.
Harvest Moon. One World is out now. It was out on the 2nd of March. As well as Monster Jam Steel Titans 2 came out on the same day. And that's had a rating of 60 on Xbox One. Oh, actually, I have news to tell you. Sorry. We should probably not
for the
segment
game
this.
releases first. Jesus.
Yeah. Yakuza Like a Dragon Lords came out on the 2nd as well on PS5.
PlayStation 5, yes, I'm aware, yes.
Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition for those who played Mortal Shell. And like I mentioned, March 9th is today. As of recording, Apex Legends is out on the Switch, and I have no idea how that's going to play.
You're missing a very key game release.
What was it?
I say key.
What was it missing?
Saints Row the Third is now out on Stadia. Yeah, the silence says it all, really. Who really gives a damn about Stadia?
Right. Well, anyway, back to the news that I was going to tell you, Lawrence. I managed to secure my dad an Xbox Series X today.
Yes! Did the thing that I sent you work?
Well, I was looking at the stock alerts, and they weren't working. When you click the link, you go to the page, the pre-order page for Xbox One. It doesn't. Xbox Series X. Holy moly, it doesn't work. However, because my dad wanted to get an Xbox Series X with the All Access Pass, which is like not an upfront payment. There's a completely different section of the game website dedicated to the all access thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that allowed you to go into a separate section of the website where you could continue through and place an order through Klarna, which is interesting, as their payment method of choice or payment facility. And my dad was able to secure one through that. So it seems like they have allocated stock dedicated to, free sale, all upfront consoles, and then separate stock allocated for the Xbox All Access Pass scheme, which for those that don't know is the you pay £29 a month. You pay that for 24 months, so it comes out to 600 and something or other in the end. But you are getting an Xbox Series X with no upfront cost, plus you are getting, the Xbox Ultimate Edition, the Ultimate Pass or whatever. The Ultimate, what's it called? The Game Pass Ultimate. The Xbox just Game Pass Ultimate is included in that, which you would normally, my dad's already paying for Xbox Live in the Game Pass Ultimate. He's already paying for Game Pass Ultimate. So he would just be spending that much money over the 2 years anyway. And he wanted to just get it all in one payment and not have to pay up front. And it worked. So he ordered one, and I think it ships out at the end of March. So it is still a bit of a wait. It is still a pre-order style deal, Lawrence. But he's getting one. It's on its way. He's secured one. Package secured, mission accomplished.
Package secured, mission accomplished.
Package secured, mission accomplished. So that's good news.
That is a very good news.
He's excited.
I plan to get my PlayStation 5 soon, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Have you got a plan of action here?
I do have a plan of action, and everyone is going to be going to Game because everyone goes to Game. And I've discovered
in the UK,
it's the worst place to go for like the PlayStation. Oh. My plan of action is Argos.
Your plan of action is Argos.
Argos, because I've had it in my basket twice on two separate occasions.
Close call.
Close call. The only reason I couldn't get it was because I didn't have the money. So, plan of action, Argos. Sorted.
Plan of action, Argos.
If you listen to this before I get it, don't go to Argos. It's a terrible place. You don't want to get. You won't be able to get one. It's like you just don't bother. Don't bother.
Yeah, don't bother. We hate Argos, and it's not somewhere you can.
It's not. No bueno. No bueno.
No bueno.
No.
All right. So I believe there was some Elder Scrolls news to kick us off in the news round this week.
The DLC came out today or yesterday.
What was the DLC? What was it?
I don't bloody know. I don't play Elder Scrolls Online.
I thought you brought it up.
Well, I brought it up because you played it.
Right. So, Elder Scrolls Online, Flames of Ambition, is that?
That is correct.
So that is now out, the Flames of Ambition.
Oh, it's the first DLC for the Gates of Oblivion expansion. It's like the precursor to the Gates of Oblivion X-Pack.
Right. It's free via the ESO Plus membership. Claim new item sets and collectibles as you conquer each dungeon. You can explore Black Drake Villa in a race against time to recover the mysterious tomb. I'm interested to play this, but I did just cancel my subscription. So we'll have to see whether my ESO group is going to actually play.
Well, if you need a good game, let me know.
Oh, why? Have you got something?
I do.
That you...
Because let me a moment to get to the event.
One moment.
On Final Fantasy 14,
yes,
there is an event which happens once a year called the Moogle Treasure Trove, which rewards you for doing rewards you currency for doing dungeons and raids on top of what you already get, and you can get special stuff for it, like mounts or music for your house or objects or equipment, stuff like that.
Right. That's interesting. I mean, I can still play for free for a bit, I think. So
yeah.
I have it downloaded. I just haven't launched it yet. I haven't had
Yeah,
enough time when playing Balloon CD6.
Yeah, it's weird how we're in lockdown and yet we're still much more busy than we were before lockdown.
Yeah, but I still need to finish Ghost of Tsushima, and I still need to finish. I started Jedi Fallen Order, and I still need to play Final Fantasy VII.
Which you might as well wait to get integrated, to which you might as well wait till I get my PlayStation 5 and I'll come over for a sleepover.
Yeah, that's it then. That's it. So
basically... you come here for a sleepover.
I don't have any time to play any games I'm not going to play right now.
Well, there is a Roos Luma going around.
Oh yes,
we're going into the r/gaming leaks and rumors.
Okay,
if Reddit would load,
dip your toes in.
I am dipping my toes in. Oh, there's been something else. Oh, apparently, according to the Defining Duke podcast, the panel members were discussing Ghost of Tsushima, and when there was talk going towards the PC version of Ghost of Tsushima, they said PC people don't have to worry.
Okay,
which everyone's just gone. Oh,
and are these people qualified to?
Well, I don't know. This is definitely a rumor,
right?
But Sony have reiterated that they do wish to bring some more of the PlayStation exclusives to PC.
Right. Okay. So that is something that we could see in the future, just based on
lines up with what Xbox has been saying about Bethesda. There will be exclusives, but for Xbox and PC, which makes PC the ultimate gaming machine.
As if that wasn't already the case. I mean,
now it is the ultimate master race.
I mean, it will be if we get enough content on there for it to not even be worth picking up hardware from Sony or Microsoft. But I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't think we'll get to that exact stage.
No,
but it is nice to see.
I don't think we'll get PlayStation exclusive day one.
No. But maybe some sprinkled in would be nice.
Some sprinkling. And me bringing up Bethesda is bringing up one of our articles today, which is that the green light has been given for Microsoft to get the acquisition of Bethesda for $7.5 billion. The SEC and the EU Commission have gave their approval to proceed.
That's quite good because that was something we were waiting on the decision of for a while. So that's good news.
Next.
Fair enough. Next. So Fortnite's current season ends in a week. The new season will begin in a week. And there is news about Fortnite's new season. It's going to kick off with something called Zero Crisis Finale, which is its first of a kind solo experience for the game.
Oh.
It's going to be a single-player mission that bridges the gap between the seasons. It's available from the 16th of March, whenever you first log in to the upcoming Chapter 2, Season 6. So, it's going to be some kind of solo experience for the game. It's a big experiment for Fortnite. It
sounds it. Well, does it? Because, I mean, they started with a single player. So,
well, normally you'd have to log in at a certain time to be part of the world events, you know? Whereas this is a mission that you can just go and play. Yeah, you can just go and do. So I thought that was quite interesting.
It kind of sounds like they're finally bringing in the single-player version into it.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're doing because they did have, obviously, it started with the first...
Yeah, because I bought it.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, Xbox, are you familiar with it?
I don't know what that is, Lawrence. What is an Xbox?
Oh, it's a fucking shame. We're not going to...
right, okay, go on.
There's that marker in place.
Yeah, that's there. That was there, right? Thank you. Just going to have a press button there. Yeah, I know Xbox.
Well, that's good, because the Xbox could be becoming a living room PC, thanks to the console's new browser. An Xbox version of Microsoft Edge lets you stream PC games to console via Geforce Now.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is pretty big news.
It's very interesting news.
I'll tell you I've had struggles recently where I've been trying to test the Steam Link again.
I think we've all had a few troubles here, lad.
Yeah, okay, with the Steam Link, Lauren, with the Steam Link, Okay. To the point where, even when I got video and stuff working, there was audio problems after that were just annoying. With like, if you want to play with an Xbox controller, you can't have audio stream wirelessly to the controller. So you have to actually manually, you have to have a USB cable plugged into the Steam Link to even get sound. And then it's all wonky tonky. Anyway, so this is pretty good, Lawrence, because it means you can use your Xbox in your living room as like, your PC game hub. And I have a PC in the living room. I just, it's just not convenient to boot it up sometimes. But you have to have Geforce Now, is what you're saying.
Yes, you have to have Geforce Now. It runs through Geforce Now,
right? And that's
which is
free.
You can. It's free, and then you have to if you want to pay, if you want to play more, you have to pay.
What do you mean by that? So how much of it is free?
I think it's like a subscription service. Let me just double check. 'Cause it's been a while since I've looked at Geforce Now.
I think you got a free subscription to Geforce Now.
You have the code.
Yeah, so I can't because you need an RTX card. It's locked to RTX, so I'm not able to use it.
So it's free. You get 1 hour sessions, standard access.
Oh.
But there's no longer monthly founders membership. There is only 6-month founder membership, which is £25. But that's with RTX on and extended session length and all that jazz. That's for now. Apparently, that's going to be coming out. That's going to be changing as things go down.
It seems just like, if you've already spent enough on the graphics card.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Moving on to Monster Hunter Stories.
Oh,
the second game, Monster Hunter Stories 2, has been confirmed for a PC release.
Well, I mean, Monster Hunter is on PC.
Well, it's very interesting because this is Capcom. Capcom are very iffy when it comes to PC launches and stuff like that. They're still trying to figure stuff out, as it were.
The player base is big enough, like at this point on PC.
Of course, yeah. Monster Hunter Stories was released on the Switch. And speaking of the Switch, guess what's happening later this month? Super Nintendo World has got a grand opening set for March 18th.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? It's good. Someone has. I think we've reported on this. Someone has already made the entire thing in Minecraft.
Yeah. I've yet to look into
insane.
it.
Yeah, it's worth taking a look at. Definitely, I think it's looked good from when we reported on it. Anyway, so
definitely,
who doesn't love a bit of Mario? Who doesn't love Mario Kart? Me. So I want to see the ride.
I don't like Mario Kart, especially when I'm losing.
Oh well, you need to get better at it then. I don't think you can lose on this ride, Lawrence. I think it's. But it's got AR.
Can you imagine if you lose on the Mario Kart ride?
I know that would literally be the worst case scenario. They'd just be like, well, you tried, didn't you? You did give it a good go. It's going to be a unique experience because of the AR elements that are in the ride. From what I heard, there was going to be like AR glasses that will give you like a HUD for like a Mario Kart HUD because you can get like power ups and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I'm really interested to see what that ends up looking like. So, Lawrence, would you consider the Universal Studios and Nintendo making Super Nintendo World a collaboration?
Yes, because they are doing.
Okay, well, speaking of collaborations, I have some news about another potential collaboration. I'm really trying hard here. They're really trying to pull this together.
That wasn't just pulling. That was stretching. That was so stretching.
A live-action Dynasty Warriors movie trailer has been revealed, Lawrence.
Hang on. So, you can't be talking about movies. You're crossing the streams. You can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. So there's going to be a collaboration at some point, probably between Get Real Gaming and Get Real.
Why, when the Mortal Kombat movie's coming out?
Oh, well, are we going to watch the Mortal Kombat movie?
They had to order in gallons of fake blood. I want to know what they used it for.
They had to order it?
Order it, yeah.
Why would you have to order that?
Because it came in barrels.
Get some food dye.
Food dye.
Here we go.
It had drums of blood on set.
Wow.
Apparently, it had... so there's 52 gallons of blood per drum.
Wow.
So this thing's going to be bloody. Like Mortal
52
Kombat
gallons, 2 litres. That's 236 litres.
Yeah.
So that's about 500 bottles of Coke, Lawrence. It's about 500 bottles of Coke, as far as I'm aware, worth of fake blood on set.
It's a Ribena, that. It's not blood.
It's a Ribena. It's the sugar-free version.
Bloody Vimto.
Can we get back to Dynasty Warriors?
I suppose. Go on.
Right. Here we go. This is the news about Dynasty Warriors. The trailer has been released. It's a trailer. It says, in the trailer, we see the usual hack and slash style we're used to from the games themselves, alongside a few other top effects, because no battle is truly a battle until lightning is involved, Lawrence. There's going to be lightning in the Dynasty Warriors movie.
I'm just worried Sam and Warby is going to have our head for this.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be released in Hong Kong on April 29th with a Chinese release on the 30th. There's no mention of a Western release date at this time.
So why bother bringing it up?
Well, I needed something. Dynasty Warriors is a video game, and there's a movie about Dynasty Warriors. You know, think about... Right, Lawrence, here's why I'm bringing it up. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I've got a reason. Think about how much Dynasty Warriors has been smashing recently. We've had Age of Calamity. We've had Persona 5 Strikers.
Yeah, but that wasn't Dynasty
and
Warriors.
Now there's a movie. It's the same guy. It's the
might
Dynasty
be the same
Warriors
team,
game.
but it's not Dynasty Warriors.
No, but what I'm saying is they are working on so much stuff right now. They've just had 2 games come out and a movie about to drop.
Which they probably only had like a producer or a director oversee some of it. Yeah,
but Lawrence, this is not like a AAA franchise.
But Dynasty Warriors is based off an already made story.
But it doesn't matter, Lawrence. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that they're not that big of a team, and they're doing a lot right now. They're getting a lot out of the world, considering all things going on. They're getting a lot of good opportunities.
How big is this Dynasty Warriors team?
Are you finding out? You're trying to fact check me now.
I'm fact checking.
Why can't you just be happy? Dynasty Warriors are doing more than bloody Legend of Zelda are doing right now.
So that's it. I knew it.
No, I'm just saying they're doing really well. I'm just saying they're doing a lot of stuff. All things considered.
We'll get more Zelda stuff down the line.
And I wonder what next? What they're going to get next? Like they've done a Zelda one, they've done a Persona 5 one. Like
they did Fire Emblems one as well.
I know, but this is it. We're talking in 6 months. In a period of about 6 months, they've had 2 Dynasty Warriors style games release. Plus, they've got a movie coming out. Which good business. Have you found this answer yet? Or do you need to employ another? Do you need to employ 20 people yourself? Eh?
I'm pretty sure Omega Force, the guys that do all the Dynasty Warriors game, is not a small team. I'm pretty sure it's a rather big team, probably split up into smaller teams.
They're probably pretty big, but that's not the point. The point is it's just new. It's just more news coming out of the company. It's quite a lot. It's good stuff.
It's good. It's to be fair, they probably don't even touch it. It's probably Koei Tecmo which look at it all.
Probably. Lawrence, have you heard about NFTs recently?
I don't even know what that is.
About NFTs, non-fungible tokens.
Do you want to try that again?
Non-fungible tokens. It's quite a hot debate because basically, I'm really not going to be able to explain all of this properly. But it's basically like cryptocurrency. If you could, let's say instead of a Bitcoin, it's like a piece of art. Or it's, something that you can say you own, and there's a unique mark on a blockchain that says you own this. It's getting quite popular at this point in time. A lot of artists, a lot of music artists, a lot of actual digital artists are putting up NFTs, making quite a lot of money on it. There's some controversy about NFTs.
Are you okay?
Because we're doing our best, Lawrence.
We are doing our best. Oh, good Lord.
There's controversy about NFTs because of the environmental impact of energy consumption that it takes to hash an NFT. So it's quite an interesting topic right now. People are making a lot of strange amounts of money through it. But I wanted to bring it up as it was hot because there's something called the Sandbox. If you go to sandbox.game, there's actually a game online, and I don't know much about it other than you use NFTs, which allow you use non-fungible tokens to basically own in-game assets. So it's a game where you use the blockchain, things minted on the blockchain, to own parts of in-game assets of this game. And it looks a bit Minecrafty.
It sounds like Second Life to me.
It's a sandbox metaverse, and you build, own, and control your own kind of land. And you have to buy... it says here, our platform is based on the Ethereum blockchain, which is a cryptocurrency, and uses sand, which is their in-game term, as its primary utility token. You can use it to buy land, create digital assets, and upload them to trade in the marketplace, or use your assets to create gaming experiences in the Sandbox Game Maker. It's easy to do, and you don't need any coding experience. When other players buy your assets or play your games, you earn sand in return. It's a brilliant decentralized economy that rewards your participation. If building and monetizing content is not your thing, you can still explore the vast virtual world and see how others have developed their land. This is like a meta game right here, where they've got their own economy based on real digital economy. And it's extremely interesting.
It seems it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can create and then I suppose you trade things that you make inside of their engine, and then in return you get more stuff in the game for you to do more stuff inside of the game.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
I don't think that there's a payout scheme where you can earn Ethereum actually from playing this game and participating.
Well, you can put money in.
Yes, because you do need to actually pay to get sand. It's the fundamental virtual currency for all of the Sandbox ecosystem's transactions and interactions. It's a utility token built on the Ethereum blockchain. You can purchase it with real money, but with your e-wallet, much like any other cryptocurrency. There's a finite supply of that.
I don't think you can use like your normal money. I think you do need to buy Bitcoin and all that now.
You need to purchase it. You need to purchase Ethereum because NFTs work on Ethereum. Bitcoin is kind of like something that you can own, and then it literally is just like a bit of money that has value because we decide it does. And Ethereum is more like cryptocurrency based on mathematics. So there's actual problem solving. There's things you can do with Ethereum that you can't really do with Bitcoin in that sense. It has a complexity to it that Bitcoin doesn't, but is also quite popular. It's probably the second most popular cryptocurrency out there, which is surprising considering that it has such a big difference to Bitcoin. So I just thought that was really interesting because now that we're seeing NFTs become a thing everyone's talking about now, and everyone has their own opinions on NFTs. Some people think, that artists deserve to get paid for their work, and this is a great way for artists to now, get money straight to them from an outside source. If people value their digital art and they're willing to spend Ethereum on it, one Ethereum at time of recording is probably worth it's worth over $1,000. So, if you have one Ethereum, you spend one Ethereum on a piece of art that's been minted on the blockchain, you now own that digital art. And yes, you can go and Google a picture of it or whatever still, but you won't ever own it like an art collector would own a painting or something. You can still Google a piece of artwork, but you'd never own it like the real thing, So it's quite interesting. It's kind of a new way of collecting art. And some people have obviously been bringing up then as I very briefly mentioned earlier, the environmental impact of it. You can actually, I got a great resource recently. There's a website you can go to. Currently, what happens is when you want to sell an NFT, it has to be minted, is what it's called. And that minting process requires a lot of actual physical computer power because it has to be unique on the blockchain. And so the computer has to have a puzzle that it has to solve, a unique puzzle that's specifically for that piece of artwork in order to prove that it's a one-of-a-kind thing. If you go to cryptoart.wtf in your own time, you can see examples where we might have a piece of crypto art and it will tell you how much ecological cost it has of using the blockchain there. So I've got one piece of art here. The energy usage was about 263 kilowatt hours. Its emissions were 154 kilograms of CO2, which is the equivalent of an EU resident's electricity consumption for an entire month. Just to have this on the blockchain, it costs a month of power for someone in the EU. So when you think about the ecological cost of that, it's quite high, especially if people are just minting stuff out of nowhere now that it's getting quite popular. We're having a huge spike of energy usage, which can cause a lot of environmental issues in the real world. Lawrence, I've lost you. I feel like I've lost you, Lawrence.
You've lost me, and we've completely changed from Get Real Gaming to Get Real Cryptocurrency.
Well, yes.
I've got articles to bloody share in. You're going on about bloody NFTs.
Bloody NFT. Yeah, well, it's just because there's a game now that you can... Well, I suppose it's not now.
You should have stopped at, there's a game now with FTTs. It does this, and this. Boom. Don't need to go on to 20-minute explanations, which we're going to have to cut down, and we're going to make me look like a tit. Saying so...
I'm sorry.
Go to your Get Real Cryptocurrency with Sam... and do your stocking exchange there. Don't be coming on my channel and talking about bloody cryptocurrency.
All right. Yeah, all right. I'm sorry. You're right. I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm sorry.
I had a little joke and everything lined up before you went in your explanation.
Yeah. Well, it's very interesting anyway.
It is interesting.
It's getting put into video games, and we'll just have to see how that moves forward in the future, Lawrence.
For the full explanation, please check out our Patreon.
The uncut version.
Where we swear and everything.
Well, go on. You've got something to talk about. Talk about it. Come on, what's going on?
I'm not saying it now. No.
No, he's bloody NFT'd out.
No.
Go on.
Oh, we have come a long way from Habbo Hotel, haven't we?
Oh, Christ.
So,
virtual currency.
Oh,
do you know
Christ.
Sorry, that was my segue into the NFT stuff. Right. Anyway, in-game purchases. You know it. It does. It takes in-game purchases to a whole new level. It's mad. Anyway, go on.
Dungeons and Dragons. Do you know it?
I do.
Oh, good, because there's a big budget open world Dungeons and Dragons game in development.
Excuse me?
Yeah, big budget open world Dungeons and Dragons D&D game, yeah.
Is it by Wizards of the Coast?
It's by by Hidden Path Entertainment.
And is it under the guise of
I assume
Wizards
so.
of the Coast?
I mean,
it's official, is what I'm saying.
It's an official one, yeah.
Interesting. Is this going to be like Star Citizen that never comes out and never gets finished because there's so much?
I imagine this is like an Elder Scrolls open world,
like an MMO.
No, they're not like an actual Elder Scrolls, not that you play.
Excuse me, sorry, sorry,
nothing, darling.
sorry. But you see, Skyrim was never multiplayer. This has to be multiplayer.
It's not. It doesn't have to be multiplayer.
What? It does.
No, it doesn't.
You don't. Who plays D&D on their own?
Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 aren't multiplayer. They can be, but they're not.
Yeah, but they're based around what they're allowed to do.
No, they're
whereas
based
Wizards of
in D&D. They're based on their own story.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Wizards of the Coast have an open master document that of things you're allowed to do in their world of Dungeons and Dragons. But if Wizards of the Coast are trying to build a D&D game themselves, do you not think they're going to be like, okay, how do we make this like the quintessential D&D experience? It's got to be better than anyone else's.
No.
Okay, well, what else do you have to say about it?
Say it's a AAA third-person open-world fantasy RPG taking place inside the Dungeons and Dragons franchise.
Oh, okay. So that makes it sound like nothing that I thought the potential of this game could have been.
No.
Well, now I'm not as excited about
Doom. Do you remember Doom?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Doom Eternal?
Yeah.
Well, the next DLC is coming out.
I didn't realise there was DLC for Doom Eternal.
Yeah, there is. It's the second one. Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 2 was teased. Comes out next week, next Monday.
Oh, I played GeoGuessr this week, Lawrence. That's another thing that I played this week. You know GeoGuessr.
GeoGuessr. We should play some multiplayer GeoGuessr.
We should, yeah. Sorry, I know that's completely irrelevant.
Should we just sack off tonight's D&D and just go play GeoGuessr?
No, because we've got D&D scheduled and then we've got zombies scheduled. So we've
already... Well, I'll go play GeoGuessr while you go lot play fucking zombies. I'll play GeoGuessr while you lot go play zombies.
Yeah, but we should play the GeoGuessr Battle Royale.
There's a Battle Royale?
Yes, there's GeoGuessr Battle Royale.
What are you doing playing zombies? Let's play GeoGuessr Battle Royale.
I know, isn't that
I want to
funny?
snipe from bloody India. Let's go.
Let's go. What were we saying before?
I still got a few more. I've got 3 more articles left. Okay?
Right.
3 more.
We'll get through it. We'll get through it.
So, there's a game called Sinking City. Right. A Lovecraftian horror game.
It won't be here for long.
It won't be here for long. It's been pulled from Steam again after Frogwares issue a DMCA takedown.
Whoa.
Yeah, its own developer.
Oh.
Has done DMCA takedown on the game because it's been an ongoing and increasingly ugly publishing dispute between the game developer Frogwares and its publisher Nacon.
What?
The game actually released in June 2019, but it was pulled from Steam and several other digital storefronts for months as a result of a legal conflict. Basically, the French courts allowed Nacon to sell the Sinking City again, while a final decision on whether or not Frogwares is legally obligated to deliver the Steam version of the game, which was still pending.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
So now there's 2 versions of this game. One made by the developers, the actual developers, which is their baby, and they've fixed it and done everything.
Yeah.
Well, and then there's another one which is done by the publisher who wants to make money back from it.
Right.
So when I believe the publisher brought out the Sinking City on Steam, and so the developer did a DMCA takedown on it and brought it down. It's very, very messy and very, very just not good. A lot of people have covered this as well. So
it gets messy when they have to go and do a DMCA to take it down.
Yeah.
That's when it gets messy. That means that they've already, tried to talk this through privately. And they've gone, well, if you're not going to do it, we're going to have to take some action. And they said, but what are you going to do about it? Okay, well, DMCA. Now we have to talk about it.
Yeah. It's not good.
No.
So, Call of Duty. Are you familiar with it?
Yes.
That's going to get you every time, isn't it?
It is.
Well, the latest patch added a new hardcore mode.
A new hardcore mode?
A new hardcore mode, yes.
What's the hardcore mode?
It's called Rapid Fire Mosh Pit, apparently.
Okay. Elaborate.
That's all
I require elaboration.
That's all it's saying. Rapid Fire Mosh Pit. Added hardcore Rapid Fire Mosh Pit to quick play. That's all it says.
I've got no idea what that means. You just have to go in and find out. And it also fixes a
A load of stuff as well, including the League play ladders and some zombie fixes. Things like that.
How can you come in here and tell me that there's a rapid fire game mode and then not explain to me what this rapid fire game mode is?
I don't know. How could you come in here, start talking 20 minutes about cryptocurrency?
Well, it's relevant to video games.
It's barely relevant to video games. This is more relevant than that bloody cryptocurrency and artists. And I'm an artist.
Look now. I'm trying to figure out what rapid fire mosh pit is.
I imagine it's like SMG stuff. Well, I've got another Call of Duty article for you.
Oh, yes.
Call of Duty. Are you familiar?
Yeah, well, yes.
Prison. Are you familiar with it?
I'm not familiar with prison, actually. No. It's not one of the things I'm familiar with.
You sure? You seem like a prisoner in your own mind.
I'm a prisoner of my mind, Lawrence.
My own mind.
I'm locked in this shell of a man.
Oh, I'm stuck in a glass case of emotion.
Yeah.
Well, have you heard this story about a British prison escapee was caught because he went out to buy Call of Duty?
No. What?
So apparently, this is a UK story. After escaping Spring Hill Prison in Buckinghamshire on November 28th. He escaped prison.
Wow.
On November 28th last year, I'll refrain from saying his name, he was serving a 17-year sentence for crimes including robbery and firearm offences. He laid low successfully until he left the house with a friend to score a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War in the middle of a lockdown.
No way.
He was stopped by police on the street in Birmingham and asked why he was out during a pandemic. Has this guy not thought of Amazon?
Oh, no, he certainly hasn't.
His response to that was, I've come to get the new Call of Duty because I can't sit around in lockdown. Game's not even open. While one of the officers explained that him and his companion had been stopped because they clearly turned around and tried to walk away after seeing the police, he kicked the officer and attempted to flee.
Oh no!
He was getting away with it if he didn't just kick the officer.
I mean, you don't just go out and buy Call of Duty and then.
Well, never mind, but it's not even open.
He didn't even get Call of Duty, Lawrence.
He didn't get Call of Duty. He did. Well, apart from it, he got a call of bloody police.
Yeah, he got called to serve his sentence again, didn't he? That's what happened.
But as he was fleeing, and this is a video of the event because there's CCTV everywhere.
Oh yeah,
he immediately fell over and he was arrested.
Oh God!
He's since been returned to prison with an extra 13 months added on.
Perfect. Excellent.
According to Birmingham Police Superintendent, quite why he decided to risk being returned to prison by making the idiotic decision to come out of town during a lockdown with a friend to buy a video game will remain a bit of a mystery.
That's it. That's quintessential British reporting, that, isn't it, as well?
Like, Amazon.
I know. And most of the people don't have Amazon.
His mate must have Amazon.
One of them's got to have Amazon.
Well, it's not hard. Like, my dude, we're in lockdown.
I mean, you could even have gone to Asda. Asda sell video games.
You gotta go to Tesco.
Sainsbury's. Tesco.
Bloody Farm Foods, if he's that desperate.
Do Farm Foods sell video games?
No, but I'm pretty sure he could ask.
He could definitely ask. He could have sent an email.
Send an email. Well, if he can send an email, he can go onto Amazon.
Right.
Or even better, go onto the PlayStation or Xbox store and buy it digitally.
You would have thought, under the circumstances that he was in, currently not supposed to be out. Also, he was an escaped convict from prison.
I think we'd make better escaped convicts.
I don't really want to put my money on that, but we will.
Are you sure?
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there, Lawrence.
Okay.
I want to know whether the listeners think...
I want to know what love is.
I want you to show me. Send us an email if you fancy. Talk about some video. Oh, are you all right? I'm done. I'm not even going to finish it. GetRealPod at GetRealPod, GetRealGaming@gmail.com. Thanks for listening to today's episode. We'll be back next week with a more coherent episode. I'll see you next time.
Help!
We'll see you then. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Call the Ghostbusters. I'm being possessed. My things are being possessed.